Hi, this is just a brief video on how a three-way battery switch works with an additional negative isolator. We will also cover on this specific boat the location of the manual bilge pump override, the fuel gauge switch and fuel gauge location, and the location of the carbon monoxide alarm. This is the negative isolator switch. It must be turned on at all times when using the engine or electrics. We recommend turning this on first before the positive switch. Turning it off while the engine is running will cause damage to the alternator. If it is turned off when the engine is off and you are using the electrics, it will cause all power to be cut. To turn it on, push in and twist to the right. You will know it is on as you will be unable to remove the key. The three-way switch works slightly differently. You can choose either to start on battery 1, battery 2, or switch to both, or turn everything off. On this boat, battery 1 is the engine battery and battery 2 is used for leisure. To start the engine, when you first arrive, turn the switch to both batteries. This allows the engine to have maximum cranking capacity when it is cold. You can leave it in this setting if you are motoring around and using the electrics while the engine is running. If you stop the engine and want to use the electrics, say overnight, moored up, move the switch to battery 2. This isolates battery 1, keeping it full. A small point to mention, although it is best practice to do this every time you stop the boat, if you are moored up for only a small amount of time or charging a small device, you can continue to leave it on both batteries. Switching from one battery to another is more for prolonged stays when the engine is not running. When you are preparing to start the engine again after prolonged electrical use, twist the switch round to battery 1. This gives the engine a fully charged battery to start on. Once the engine is running and been ticking over for a couple of minutes, switch back to both batteries. This charges up your depleted leisure battery and keeps your engine battery topped up. Finally, once you have stopped the engine and are preparing to leave, twist the switch back round to the off position and turn the negative isolator switch by pushing in and twisting. Finally, we're going to go on to a few other points about this specific boat's electrics. This push button switch turns on the fuel gauge and exhaust alarm overheat. The fuel gauge is located here. The second button operates the manual bilge pump override. This boat does have an automatic bilge pump feature that is live at all time, but in the event this fails, you can turn it on here. And finally, for reference, your carbon monoxide alarm can be tested like this. However, the battery is sealed for life and should not ever need replacing. Thanks for watching this short video on how marine battery electrical systems work. This is just a simple overview of quite simple system, but I hope it was informative.